Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening,
Uh,
everyone. I'm Audina Sofa from Bandung. Welcome to Podskui podcast that discuss sharing viral problem in this world. First, I have the speaker from my podcast today. I want to know, please tell me your name and where you from.
Hello guys, introduce myself. My name is Aji Tribowo. I am from Lampung.
Hello guys, my name is Akbar Handi Agustian. I'm from Sukabumi.
And hello guys, I'm Paijal Nurpaki. I'm from Bandung.
Okay, next, at this time we will discuss about culture in Indonesia. The state of Indonesia is a country rich in cultural heritage diversity that can be an important value for the Indonesian nation and deserves to be preserved. A unique cultural heritage, but various cultures belonging to the Indonesian nation has also gone global. The cultural heritage is the result of passing from the generation to another in an effort to preserve the existing culture. However, what is cultural heritage? Cultural heritage, or which is in English, is called the term cultural heritage, has the definition of all material signs, either artistic or symbolic, handed over from the past to each existing culture and at the same time of all mankind. In addition, in the definition of cultural heritage, reference to documents in history Jukka Jokileto expressed this opinion on cultural heritage as a constituent of the affirmation and enrichment of a cultural identity, which is said to be the heritage of all mankind. With the existence of the cultural heritage, he considers that each place becomes recognizable as well as a building that describes the human experience. First question, what do you think about the cultural of Indonesia claimed by foreign nation?
I myself don't agree with that. A country can claim another nation culture even though the culture has been carried out by its citizens, unless the culture has no property rights and the country concerned has sufficient evidence or internationally rec- recognized patent right to prove that the culture is appropriate. As for some example, such as wayang, Ria Ponorogo, Rasa Sayangi Song, and rendang, which are clear even though they belong to Indonesia, but Malaysia claims it belong to them. There are many cases of cultural claim in Indonesia, things that can be done so that cases do not happen again, namely by introducing, testing, and being carried out by all levels of society. Thank you.
Uh, okay, as an Indonesian citizen of course, I don't accept the culture of our country that is recognized by other countries because the culture of our country is a hallmark of our country. We are famous for various cultures, so other countries can be arbitrarily record recognized by other countries.
Uh, Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Okay, here I will express my opinion about Indonesian culture, which is claimed by foreigners. Indonesian culture claimed by foreigners, and my opinion, national identity is identity that refers to the state, namely the characteristic that exists in that country. For example, batik, wayang, angklung, saman dance, which is a typical Indonesian culture. The diversity of Indonesian culture certainly attracts foreigners to like the unique Indonesian cultures. It also causes the human nature to be mixed so that foreign nation like to claim Indonesian unique culture. National identity to is formed because of the incorporation of various elements in Indonesia, such as religion, ethnicity, culture, and language. This culture diversity makes Indonesian culture diverse. Based on data from change.org in 2014, there are 30 cultures that have been claimed by foreign nation, and then one of the reason he claims this culture is the rapid developments of technology, which is cause of a decrease in public awareness, including the younger generation, and of this culture which might be considered old-fashioned and boring. In addition, the younger generation of Indonesian consider foreign culture that enters Indonesian through and rapid technological development as interesting and more enjoyable than Indonesian culture, which is impractical and boring. Uh, this is a big problem that must be taken seriously by the Indonesian government because the number 33 is a large number. If the government and the Indonesian people do not act decisively and instead take is easy, and then the number 33 will continue to grow in and increase so that Indonesian culture leaving nothing left for the people of Indonesian. In addition, the new generation born in the years ahead will not recognize Indonesian culture, and Indonesian will become a poor country both in terms of economy and culture. Okay.
Okay, next question. What do you think about cultural differences and how to foster a sense of tolerance between cultures?
Talking about cultural difference in Indonesia, difference is a unique thing and must be fun when together with togetherness. Even though Indonesia is a country that is rich in difference and diversity, it makes Indonesia vulnerable to being divided due to existing difference. Divisions in society can trigger conflicts that cause losses to many parties. Therefore, it is necessary to be tolerant and also tolerant of difference and pluralism in society. Traits must be instilled from an early age in order to accept the difference that exists. Example of tolerant behavior include providing opportunities for neighbors to perform their worship, helping residents when crying out holidays, and not discriminating against neighbors, and respecting existing cultural difference. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Uh, in my opinion, difference are a natural thing in a country. Precisely, with their cultural difference, we can learn more and realize that our country is rich in culture. Then about how we foster a sense of tolerance between cultures, namely being able to respect each other.
Okay, how to cultivate a sense of tolerance between culture, and then my opinion, Indonesia is a multicultural country that has diversity and difference is ethnicity, race, and religion. In order to create an harmonious life, for fostering an attitude of tolerance is an obligation that must be done. In the book Contribution of Religious Institution in Developing Tolerance Between Religious People in Indonesia by Idrus Ruslan, tolerance is an attitude of refraining from using negative way is responding to different opinion and beliefs. From this understanding, it can be seen that by fostering an attitude of tolerance, it will prevent negative action. For Muslim, tolerance is also taught in the Quran. There are 9 best ways to cultivate an attitude of tolerance, including the following. First, behave and respect order well, regardless of age, religion, race, and culture. Second, don't talk bad about other people. Third, listening to other people when talking without interrupting the conversation. Fourth, speak politely and politely, such as using the word excuse me, please, and sorry. Uh, Fifth, don't disturb other people who are posing. Sixth, don't impose your will on others. Seventh, accept other people who are different physically, religiously, and or racially. Eight, respect yourself, and nine, respect other people privacy. For example, knocking on the door before entering another family member's room, asking permission before borrowing things. Okay, thank you.
Okay, last question. How efforts can be made so that culture in Indonesia is not lost?
In my opinion, as for the efforts that can be made to protect Indonesian culture from being lost, namely by registering UNESCO Natural National Culture, granting patents for each culture, and there are many other ways to continue to maintain Indonesian culture. Maybe enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Uh, as citizen of trust, we must be front of the culture in our own country and not ashamed to preserve it because other countries do not have a variety of culture like Spain. Thank you.
Okay. Three. What can be done so that Indonesian culture is not lost? And then my opinion. How can we do not realize in the current era of globalization? many people do not appreciate the diverse culture of Indonesia. The spirit of nationalism in Indonesia should be questioned because of the impact of globalization. This is a bigger question among young people because they are the nation successors, and nationalism refers to love for the homeland, which is influenced by emotional attachment as an Indonesian citizen. As an Indonesian myself, I'm very proud of the many unique and interesting culture from Sabang to Merauke, such as arts, custom, and regional specialties that are very diverse. However, it is strange that many young people, as children of the nation, do not know and forget their own culture. In the past, custom and culture were often used for weddings, but nowadays more young people are living these traditional events because they are considered old-fashioned and prepare Western theme events. In fact, many foreigners prefer to learn Indonesian language and culture. Therefore, many foreign countries recognize Indonesian culture. Culture is one that describe the nature of nationalism. So, how do you prevent this from happening again? Here are some ways that can be done by the younger generation. First, learn the local culture. Second, participate in cultural activities. Third, introducing Indonesian local product to the international realm. And then fourth, make culture as Indonesian. Maybe that's enough opinion that I can convey about Indonesian culture. Thank you.
Well, maybe the time is up. I just finished the podcast today. So, sorry if there are still flaws and errors. Audina Sofa resigns. See you guys and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh,
wabarakatuh.
guys.
wabarakatuh.
See you.
Udah,
See you.
see you guys.